Jim Bland from Plan 9. We have an exhibit of original flyers and memorabilia from the 1980s, showing all the Richmond punk scene and the bands that toured and played here. Try that.
About Pink Floyd, The Endless River, Plan 9. Can't wait to listen to it.
My family bought me a turntable for Father's Day last year, and I've been spending a lot of time at Plan 9 because they have a lot of the albums that I grew up with. It's a nice place, good selection, good people.
No criticism of the band at all, because when you sign a major label record contract, you'll do all kinds of crazy things you thought you'd never do. And maybe that's low on the spectrum of, selling your soul, but it seems pretty high to me on the, being able to look yourself in the mirror anytime after that. So, Emmett swimming at the warehouse, it was incredible. There was like 15 of us and we were all trying to hide behind the guy in front of us. And it was awful. But they were nice guys, and if you like their music, there's absolutely nothing wrong with their music. They were just put in a horrible spot. So, there you go.
All right, thanks for listening. We have Fontaine coming up to spin some local Richmond records after this, so stick around to listen, and make sure you visit Lindsay on the way out to donate. Happy birthday, Plan 9. What's going on, everybody? While you're perusing your record selections, we're going to invite a few people up here that have worked in the store and worked in the Richmond music scene for years to tell you a little bit more about Plan 9 and the Richmond music scene over the years, in honor of Plan 9's 33rd and 3rd anniversary and WRIR's Fund Drive, which started yesterday, so make sure you make your donation. That was Bill that you were just listening to up here. He does a show on WRIR called Global A Go-Go, so thanks to him, that sounded awesome. And I am with Secretly Y'all. This is Kathleen. We run a storytelling event in town called Secretly Y'all, and I want to thank her for helping organize this, and Mike Rutz and Lindsay Spurrier. They're awesome. So without further ado, we're going to invite the owner of Plan 9 up here, Jim Bland. And his story is entitled Plan 9 20th Anniversary. Got a couple seats up here.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for coming too for this. I was looking through a lot of our flyers and memorabilia when we were putting together our 33 and a 3rd anniversary here that just is just actually at the tail end of right now. And so I came across a lot of this stuff on the 20th anniversary when I understood this was happening. Made me think back to that time as well. And we were a much bigger operation at the time. We had 5 stores in Virginia at that time. And so we put together this big event for our 20th anniversary. So we had music all through the week. We had it at all of our stores actually all through that week. And then on Sunday we opened it up to the back. We set up a big stage in the back. We had beer, food, and we had a cross section of bands in Richmond that were just amazing, I think. All the local bands, and of course a lot of the local bands who were nationally known.
I've never really done this before. But I'm no stranger to making a fool out of myself, so. Well, I was playing a band called The Joker's Wild, and it was John Richardson. I don't know if anybody's even old enough to remember any of this stuff, but it was back in about '65, I think. And we used to open up for all the soul acts that came in town, and played at the Arena and Tantilla and all these places, and Tilly's and the Wigwam. Oh. Yeah, there's an old one there. And so, anyway, John got us a gig opening up for Sam and Dave in Fredericksburg. So we go up to Fredericksburg, and it's in this big airplane hangar, and they've got this big door that opens, but that was closed, and everybody came in through this one little door. And gosh, there must have been 700 or 800 people in there, packed. And so we play, and we're playing, we get finished, and the band was Buzz Monsinger, Howard Awad, Herbie Atkinson, Bernard Smith, and myself. And so we play, and we get off the stage and stop and go backstage, and there's Sam passed out in the floor. He can't move, drunk. He can't even. He's just like totally incapacitated. So John says, "Okay, well, what are we going to do?" So John says, "I got an idea." So he goes on stage and to introduce the band, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Dave." And somebody starts shooting in the place. Boom! Gunfire's going off. Everybody panics. And I'm kind of backstage. I kind of jump behind the drums, and everybody just freaks out. The whole crowd panics, and are crushing through the door, trying to get all through this one little door that's attached to this big other door. And some people are coming out, and then all of a sudden you see this big door, the big one, go woof, and just fall down. And he must have fallen on 20, 30 people. And then I look up, and I see John Richardson running as fast as he can to his car with money flying out of his pockets like a cartoon character. And he gets to his car and wheels it and takes off. And that was a not regular night back in the 60s. That's about it, I guess.
Thanks, Colin. So, I'm a musician, professional musician now. I guess it's all I do. I just travel around and play music with Lobo Merino. But never thought that was going to be my profession when I was growing up. It just didn't seem like an option. I thought I was going to be a professor or an anthropologist or work for some kind of NGO. But I came to Richmond, and it all started when I stole my friend's, he wasn't my friend at the time, I stole underwear and I was walking down Hanover Street, and I found